So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I thought it would be fun to tour all of our outdoor living spaces before the weather actually started to change too drastically. Um, right here I noticed as I was filming there's an entire family of deer over in the field there. So I thought that was kind of cool. So some leaves have started to fall off of quite a few of the trees. It's really kind of strange. When I take you way out back, you'll notice that that's really occurring. But right now I'm standing on our upper deck, and this is where we chill most evenings. We do a lot of cooking out here. I hardly ever cook in the house in the summertime. It's always on one grill or another. So from up here you can pretty much see the yard. Now this is the seating area on the upper deck, and I have a tutorial for how I built that waterfall there. The birds have really been handling their business under here. I'm not sure why they fancy this area so much. And this is just where we sit and relax. There's a little fire pit in the table. That fire pit over in the corner, I just got that from Target. Now this is below deck. This is right below where we just were, and most days this is where you can find me. It's typically about 15 degrees cooler under here than it is everywhere else, so I like to hang out under here. This is the pool area. You guys might call this a pool. I call it a money pit. If you notice, no one's in it, per usual. I think we've been in the pool like twice this year. We have another grill area over there to the side. And this is what the pool looks like at night when everything's all nice and lit up. And I didn't light the fire bowls. I should have done that. So now we'll go out to the Garden of Eva, the secret garden. As you'll see, I'm taking the Bentley out there. My husband's in the process of building a shed over to the left of the screen back there for storage, and so that we'll have some place to work on projects and things like that in the winter time. It's going to be heated. I'm really excited about that. It'll be really nice. So you'll see the garden. My husband let the chickens actually over into the garden area today so they can help clean up a little bit, because we've picked everything and we're getting ready to plant a fall garden. So they clean things up rather quickly. Now you guys will be able to see why I call this a secret garden, because now everything has grown up to the point to where you can't see through the fence pretty much, except for at the opening. So we have the fence there. Oh, look at the hummingbird. How cute, right? He's on the canna flower. So we have the fence here because this is an NDA, no dogs allowed zone. And you see Jada, she's always trying to figure out how she can get in there, but not gonna happen. So if you saw my very first video, this will probably be as amazing to you as it is to me, how everything has just grown up. Sometimes people ask me, why do I love to garden? It's this thing where you take a bulb or a seed and you pop it in the ground, and then you just stand back and watch it, and like a few months later, this is what you have. It's so amazing to me. It's so relaxing. Sometimes I just come back here and I just stand around and I look and I just try to take everything in. It's so crazy. Now this is the pond and everything. I told you guys I was trying to provide shade. Mission accomplished. Now we are getting ready to totally redo this pond. We are going to expand it and actually wrap it around over by the other side of the deck where there's also a little circle flower bed over there. And then there will be like a little bridge that you can walk over. My biggest piece of advice to anybody who's going to put a pond in their yard, go big or don't go at all. Because whatever you do, if it's small, it's never going to be big enough for you. And I think the smaller they are, the more work they are. So I love this little plaque. It says, "Sometimes I wet my plants." And you see how all these cannas have just grown up. Now I'll start coming in and cutting the flowers off the top of those. I like to leave them because I like to let the hummingbirds do their thing. But when they dry up, I do cut those down, and I keep some of the seeds. There are always so many seeds. I don't keep them all. I just keep some of them. I don't actually like to start cannas from seeds because it takes them a long time to grow, and they never seem to get as big in a season. So I always start them from bulbs. Now over here is an area that the moles were they were madly in love with this area over here. And they basically destroyed everything except for the cannas. The petunias, just about everything I had in the ground, they destroyed. My butterfly bushes are still blooming. I have 2 of those, one there, and then there's one down there in the middle, and they're looking pretty good. They're still doing their thing. Now I showed you guys the coleus that I had planted in front of the gazebo, and this is something else that I come in and cut the flowers off the top of those. I like to pinch those back. I started working on that today, but I pinch them back so that they can continue to grow, because they'll grow all the way until the first frost. But if you don't pinch them back, they get kind of tall and leggy and out of control. So this is a dwarf banana that's not so dwarf anymore. And as you can see, there are leaves everywhere out here. They're coming from the cottonwood trees that actually, they're not even on our property. I'm not sure why those trees are dying so suddenly, but I believe that they have some type of insect or something that's attacking them, because they should not be shedding leaves like that in September. They've actually been doing that all summer long. But they're not our trees, so there's really not much we can do about it. So I have azalea bushes down here, and I didn't think I was going to get them to bloom again, but only one of them has started blooming again. Now when these bloom, I absolutely adore them. The flowers are big and bright pink. They're so pretty. But none of the other ones have started to bloom yet, so hopefully they will. Now this is that Japanese maple that I saved, and I'm so glad I moved it, because once I moved it, it actually started putting on new growth. I replaced it with the sumac, the tiger eye sumac, which is doing great over there by the pond. See the leaves? They look like trash to me. I can hardly stand it. Oh, this jasmine bush, both of these jasmine bushes that I have up here, this one, I've never got them to climb like this for me. So I think it really liked that spot right there. When I was out here filming, I discovered that we had a moonflower that actually opened up really early in the day. So the timing was kind of perfect. They usually don't open that early. And this is another spot where we chill. We chill out here a lot, and we like being back here. I like to be back here at night when the lights on the gazebo come on. They're all on a timer and everything. It is so pretty. I absolutely adore that. I think I inserted some video. Oh, yes, I did. The lights on the gazebo are not on yet, though. But you can see a lot of the solar lights in the yard have started to pop on. Now this is that area where I was telling you that we're going to actually wrap the pond all the way around this area. So I'm going to have to dig all that stuff up out of there. We're not going to start working on that until after the first frost, when I start digging up plants and things. So you can see my hubby over there on the grill. It's Labor Day and we're back here grilling today. So, you know, this is my favorite little spot right here. I turned the fountain water blue because I had some leftover pond dye. Why not, right? I couldn't resist myself. I was like, I just want to see what this looks like with blue water. I love all the different blues over here, and then the pop of pink and the wind spinner. When it's windy outside, the wind spinner is something to just sit back and look at. Now today I went out and I bought a whole bunch of plants. I bought more cone flowers. I bought some autumn, what is it? Is it sedum? I bought a bunch of plants that I have to actually get in the ground. I'm going to be working on that tomorrow. Weeding, feeding, chopping. This is our magnolia tree that we brought back from Mississippi about 2 years ago. It spent 1 year in a bad location. This year I moved it and it is doing great things this year. It's actually got a big old flower that's getting ready to open. If you've never smelled those, oh my goodness, bury your face in a magnolia flower. It's such a pretty scent. I love smelling those. So here you see the chicken coop over on that side. Now this is my old barbecue grill gazebo that I turned into an arbor. Remember that? And that hyacinth vine is just cutting up on there. Now back here, this is Hammock Island. This is one of my favorite places in the yard. You can catch my husband back here having the best nap most days. It's real cozy back there. We lay back there and watch movies as well sometimes. So thank you guys so much for joining me for my yard tour. I have so much work to do. I got to get these leaves up. Any volunteers? Until I see you again, be blessed and bye for now.